Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. How can we help you today?
How you doing? So I'm gonna have a question about your comment on climate change. I'm all for saving our climate. However, how can you tell that it's not naturally warming? That we're definitely playing a role in climate change. I'm not saying that we're not playing a role, but what I am saying is, how do you know that the effect we have isn't actually
Just what?
just natural?
There's no natural factor that would cause the temperature of the Earth to warm like it is right now. We're seeing extreme amounts of quick, rapid changes in the Earth's temperature that cannot be explained by any other factor. It's not the sun. It's not volcanoes. The only the only culprit is us.
So, for example, 10,000 years ago, there's the ice age, right? That was a natural part of the Earth's.
Yes, we know climate change happens
Now it's
naturally.
going
Yes.
more towards hot.
So we know that climate changes naturally, but the issue is that it takes thousands of years to happen naturally. But what we're doing, humans, by emitting 50 billion tons of CO2, is causing rapid changes in the Earth's climate. Why? Because CO2 absorbs heat from the sun, it traps it. When it bounces off the Earth's surface, it's trapped. It doesn't go out into space. So the Earth warms up. It's because of humans. We are the ones causing this. And there's tons and tons of research. The consensus among scientists is that we are causing climate change.
Yeah, so in other words, it's we're just kind of making the change faster than normal. We're
We are
making the
causing
rate.
the change and we're causing it to go faster and faster. We are the ones causing the warm temperatures to arise.
Yeah, but the there is a lot of things that we don't know.
No, we
Uh,
know a lot about climate change, and we know that we are causing it. That's a fact of reality. I don't understand why everybody's so you know, not able to understand that CO2 is a greenhouse gas that traps heat from the atmosphere, from the sun, right? Like, what do you expect to happen when you have 50 billion tons of CO2 being emitted in the atmosphere all the time?
So it's not only increasing CO2, it's also the devastation of plants, of trees in the Amazon, and just we're using more paper. But you know, I am for converting to electric vehicles. I
Okay,
am for
so do you have a counter
solar
argument?
panels.
Do you have a counter argument before I kick you, or
For counter argument for what?
showing that we don't cause it, that we don't cause climate change?
Um, yeah, I do.
What's your counter?
So, um, it's just we all climate changes, and it's more so the climate change agenda that like they're most of the
Oh
climate
my God.
change research and data is trying to predict future things that are going to happen, but ultimately you can't really predict the trajectory of where we're
Yes,
going
we
to be
can. We absolutely
through
can.
the
We
via
have
the
tons of
weather,
models. We
through
have tons
the.
of models that predict the future temperature. We can do it. It's called RCP. We can do
Okay.
models on the climate and we can predict the temperatures because we can see the changes happening before our eyes.
Okay, yeah, yeah. You can predict the temperatures, but trying to predict the problems that can cause, I mean, that's kind of out of mind, out of sight, out of science, right?
What's the
You
science?
predicting the future is not science.
Yes, it
Now,
is. That's what science
estimating,
is. Science is about predicting the future
okay,
based on previous results. That's literally what science is about. It's about predicting, making predictions, making explanations as to what generates the things we're seeing, what causes things we're seeing. That's what science is all about.
yes, and then ultimately changing. based off of future research that's going to be done. So ultimately, climate change is, I mean, it's occurring. However, it's speculative. It's probably
No, it
not.
is not
I think
speculative. It's not
it's
speculative. We
going to
have the
be
data, sir. Do you
it is
understand that,
going to be is blown way out of
Evan?
proportion than it actually is.
Evan, do you understand that the consensus amongst climate scientists, we have 88,000 papers since 2012 that have been peer reviewed. The overwhelming consensus amongst these papers, these actual peer reviewed papers, is that climate change is happening and is caused by humans. Do you understand that?
Right. But the rate in which people are saying that there's going to be like complete devastation of
Nobody said there's going to be complete
civilization.
devastation.
So
First of all,
there are
that's
some
not that's
people.
that's
There are
utter
some
nonsense. Nobody
people
ever said that.
in
You have an
there's
actual
some climate
counter,
change extremists.
Evan. Do you have an actual fucking counter that shows we are not causing climate change?
I'm I'm agreeing with you that there's some sort of science to back this up, but I just think there's a political agenda
That's
and
not a
stuff to
counter argument. That's
back
not
it
a
up.
counter argument. That doesn't show that climate change doesn't happen because of humans. Do you have an argument or no?
I do. Well, I do have some research. Maybe I can put the link out showing you how the you can kick me and I can actually I'll post it in the chat. Thanks for having me.
You done? Okay. Have a good day, buddy. CO2 is causing climate change. Why? It's a greenhouse gas. It traps heat from the sun. It prevents it from leaving the atmosphere, meaning it's trapped there. More and more accumulates, causing more and more warming. It's very simple. Hi, how are you? Hello? Evolution's theory? Nope. Evolution's a fact. We can observe evolution.
Your nose should be imaginary, bro. It's so fucking big and you're so damn.
That's because your mom sat it out last night. Tell her I said hi. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are you?
What you got for us today?
Yeah, man. I don't get where your conviction for people to go vegan comes from. Like,
Well, do you like slaughtering animals?
do I like starving animals?
Slaughtering.
Oh, I mean, it's not about liking it. Do we do it for a reason? I think we do it for a purpose.
Right. And the problem is that purpose isn't necessary, right? We don't have to eat the animals, hence we don't have to slaughter them, right? So if you don't want to slaughter the animals, then you should go vegan. It's that simple.
But we don't have to do a lot of things, but we do them.
I agree, but the consequences to our actions is what matters. And the negative consequences far outweigh the pros, the benefits, right? You're taking the life away from a sentient being, right? So it's up to you. Do you think life is more valuable than your taste buds?
And
It's up to you.
what are the cons of that?
Do you think taking away the life of a dog is okay if you don't have to?
What is you don't have to? And to
For
answer the
example,
question,
I just like the way the dog. I just like the way a dog screams when I kill it. Right? Would that be justified to kill that dog?
people don't do that though, bro.
Well, you do it with taste, right? You like the way meat tastes, so you kill the animal for it, right? So why is it that you get to have sensory pleasure for no good reason except for you just like it? Or
Do people
what justifies slaughtering animals to you?
do people only do it for taste?
Yeah, there's no reason to eat meat health wise. There's no
It,
reason at
it
all. You can be healthy as a vegan.
it has no nutritional value at all. Just answer that yes or no.
Well, my left nutsack has nutritional value.
No.
Does that mean we should eat each other's nutsacks?
Does it
No.
have nutrition?
The problem is that everything has nutritional value. The problem is, should we
Everything
do
doesn't
that
have
thing?
nutritional
Should we
value.
harm people? Should we harm animals because they taste good or because they have nutrients in them when we have other options available?
Well, first, everything doesn't have nutrients. And
It
two,
does. Your body has nutrients.
yeah, our body does have nutrients.
Should we
but
eat
we're not
people
gonna
because we have
we're,
nutrients?
we're not gonna eat each other though. That's why
I
we eat
agree. I agree.
animals.
And the reasons why I don't want to eat people are the same exact reasons I don't want to eat animals.
That's
There's no
not
difference.
good. That's not good. That's not good to
Why
do
not?
that.
What's the difference? What's the morally relevant difference between us that justifies eating the animals?
That is a crazy question. Um, maybe one reason. There's multiple reasons, but one just being that you yourself, your being, is also human.
I know that.
So
So you're saying just because I'm human, I get to do what I want to an animal?
no, it's not just because, but that's a pretty important reason.
Okay, what's the other reason?
It's nutritional.
Okay, so because I'm a human, I get to go eat a dog because they're nutritional.
Yeah, if you need to survive, yeah.
What if I don't need to survive? What if I have other options? But I go ahead and eat a dog. Go look at a stray dog in the street and just kill it, and I eat it. Would that be okay to you?
Me personally, yes.
It would be okay for me to go up to a random dog and just slit its neck open and eat it. That'd be okay to you.
Are you going to eat it? Now, if you're just
Yeah,
out
I'm
here
gonna eat
killing
it. I'm gonna
animals
eat
for
it.
and throwing them in
I'm
the,
gonna eat it.
yeah, I have no problem with that.
There's no problem with going up to a random dog and taking its life away for no reason except for you're gonna eat it. You think that's
You
true?
go, we go take a random crop of, I know that's not a good argument, but we take a random crop of corn and eat it.
Oh my God, you're comparing a corn that's not sentient to a dog who is sentient?
You're comparing a dog to a human. That's
What's the
even
difference?
crazier.
What's the difference? You can't point out a difference.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Do you have, this is a personal question. It's cool though. Do you have intercourse with humans?
Yes.
With females, maybe males, I don't know personally, but humans,
Yeah, what's
regardless.
your point? What's your point, sir?
Would you have intercourse with a dog?
Of course not.
Why?
Because I don't prefer that shit. But that's not relevant to the
It's
conversation.
just because you just don't prefer it. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
because I don't want to harm a dog. I don't want to
So if
do things
somebody does
without its
prefer it,
consent,
it's
and I think
okay.
that's fucking disgusting and
If,
gross.
if somebody
This
does
is even
prefer it,
relevant to discussion.
if someone
Your,
does
in
prefer
fact,
it, is it okay?
your argument actually allows you to go ahead and
Just
rape a
answer the
dog.
question. Just answer the
Your
question.
argument, no, your argument allows you to rape a dog because you're saying, "Oh, we're human and they're just a dog, so I get to go ahead and rape a
No,
dog." Right? Do you
there's
agree?
no, but the difference is there's no value in raping a dog. There's
Well,
value in
there
eating a
is. It's
dog.
pleasurable, right, to you. Let's say you like it to do it, right? Would that make it okay? Because
There
it's
is no
pleasurable.
value in raping or having sex with a dog.
I agree, but what if it was valuable to you, right? What if you were bestial performed bestiality and you thought it was pleasurable? Would
It's not
that
about what
justify
if,
doing that?
though. It's not about what if. What is?
No, we're talking about hypotheticals, right? Do you know what a
No,
hypothetical is?
no.
Look, you can't partake in this discussion if you don't know what logic is. Do you know what a logical
Okay, go
hypothetical is?
ahead. I'll play the games. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Not a game, it's logic, right? If we follow your logic out, it comes to the conclusion that you would think it's okay to rape a dog because dogs to you don't have value. They don't have moral value at all. So
Did
to
I
you,
wait? Did I say that? I did not.
so then you would agree that that dogs do deserve moral consideration.
I also didn't say that. When it comes to,
Okay, so which is it? Do dogs deserve or not deserve moral consideration?
you're purposely trying to divide my definitions
No, it's a
of
simple
value.
question. It's a simple question.
Hold on.
Do dogs deserve moral consideration or not?
At the rate of humans, no.
So
Do
so I can
they?
go up to a dog and rape it, and that'd be okay to you.
First of all, no.
Okay, great. So then you agree
It's,
that dogs deserve moral consideration, right?
to the extent of humans, no. But
What do you mean
yes.
to the extent of humans? That's not what we're talking about. Do you agree that dogs deserve at least some moral consideration? Yes or no?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. So when it comes to raping a dog, you think that's wrong, right?
All right.
Now, when it comes to consuming a dog, right, taking a knife and slitting its neck, is that okay or wrong to you?
It's not wrong. You know why?
Why?
Because they don't have it to the level of humans.
Have
That's why.
what? Have what to the level of humans?
The whatever you just said, Whatever the fuck you just said, yeah.
I don't know what that
But you
means.
get what I'm
I
saying, though.
don't know.
You're
You
trying to
have to
purposely
look. You
not
have to engage
understand
in the
what I'm saying.
conversation. Look, you have to really engage. Right now, you're trying to justify slaughtering innocent dogs. This is insane to me.
But I've told you why, though, and you try to
You're
try
not.
to.
You're not justifying why you get to slaughter an innocent dog.
Okay, so if I do it slow one more time, will you compete with it? Will you contest it?
What?
Contest my take without
Can you
doing
just
some crazy
please,
scenario.
please justify slaughtering innocent dogs, please?
the, the fact you're saying innocent is crazy, but okay. For value, like I said, if you slaughter it
For
and just
what
kill it
value? For
and
what
throw it
value?
away,
For what
that's
value?
strange. There's no value with that. But if you eat
Yes,
the
there
dog,
is. There's value in doing all kinds of things to dogs. People see it, right? I don't see it. You don't see it. But the point is, somebody
no.
might see value in that. So would that justify raping a dog if somebody saw value in that?
We're not talking about certain people's perspective. We're talking about true value. Can you get
Look,
value?
sir, you are extremely lost, and I'm sorry, but you can't really partake in this discussion. You're not keeping
What are
up.
you,
You're not really tracking here, right? Look, you are saying
this is
that
funny.
because there's certain things don't give us value, that we can't extract certain values from a dog, then that would make it bad, right? That's what you're saying.
Wait, say that one more time,
What
please.
you're saying is if a dog gives us value, then it justifies doing that action to that dog, right?
Right.
Right.
As
So
a human for survival.
if
Yeah.
somebody thought it was valuable to rape a dog, you would think it's okay under your logic to rape a dog, right?
There's no value in raping a dog,
Yes,
though.
there would be in that situation. There's
Do
value.
you?
That
No, no,
person
no.
would
Do
think
you
it's
think there
pleasurable
is?
for them.
Do you think there is?
No, I'm asking
Okay, so
you
why are
now,
we talking
sir. I'm
about it?
asking you now. And under
I
your
just said no.
logic, look, you have to really listen. Under your logic, you think that if somebody saw value in raping a dog, it will be okay for you to rape a dog.
But did I say that?
Yes, this is what your logic follows.
No, I didn't say. That's the thing with
That's
you.
okay,
You
great. So
debated.
then do you agree that not every action we do that gives value is good?
So, do you use the same line of logic in every
Oh
situation?
my, can you answer the question? Do you agree that every action we do, even though it gives us value, it doesn't make it good? Do you agree?
Even though it doesn't gives us value. No, if it doesn't give you any value, it's not good.
But if and every time if it gives you value, it's good?
No.
What do you look? You're so lost
Look,
here.
I just said no, bro,
You're
but
extremely confusing. You don't know logic. You don't know how to partake in this discussion, sir. I'm sorry.
bro,
You don't know what you're talking about. You
why
have
are
to be
you
consistent.
why
You're
are
just
you
all
doing
over the
this, bro?
place. Do you think you should? Do you think if raping a dog gave someone value, would that be okay to rape a dog? Yes or no?
Does Why are you asking me this question when me and you, the only two
Bro,
participants
you're
in the
running
conversation?
away. You're running
Hold
away with
on.
your tail
Are you
behind the
gonna are
fucking
you gonna engage
legs.
with what I'm saying?
You're running away.
Can you
Answer the
answer what I'm
question.
about to say?
Answer the question.
I already answered it. But if me and you are the only two people in this
We're
discussion,
not talking about near you. We're talking about your ethics. Do you think it's okay to rape a dog if it gives you value?
I just said no.
Okay, great.
I've
So
been
then you
saying
agree
no.
that not every action that you do that gives value is good, right?
Sure.
Okay, thank you for conceding.
And so I'm not
Now, your
conceding.
job is to justify consuming or killing a dog, even though it gives us value. Can you do that?
That's not how that works, first of all. And I did it the first
Yes,
time
it
you
is
asked
how it
me.
works.
That's the first time you asked me.
Because it seems to me that there's no justification for eating or killing a dog if you don't have to. So
Do
can
you
you do
think
that?
do you think nutritional value is important to humans?
Yes, but you can get it as a
Can a
vegan.
dog give you nutritional value?
A person could give you nutritional value. It doesn't
No,
make
that's
it
not
good
what
to
I asked you
consume that.
though. That's not what I asked you. Can a dog give you nutritional value?
Yes, but I think
Okay.
it's wrong to do it
Boom.
anyway.
Simple.
That's my position. Now,
Simple.
can you answer, please? Do
Answer
you think
what?
it's okay to eat a dog if you don't have to eat it?
Why are you asking me different questions now?
It's extremely relevant, sir. Do you think it's okay to consume a dog even if you don't have to eat it for nutritional value?
No.
Okay, great. So then you think it's wrong to eat a dog if it doesn't if you don't have to, right?
That's not what I said. It doesn't become wrong just because you
Okay,
don't have
so
to do
yes
something.
or no? Is it wrong to eat a dog if you don't have to eat it? Yes or no?
Why would you not have to eat it? You're asking dumbass questions, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you're not really able to partake in this discussion.
Why would you have to
You
not eat it?
childish nonsense. It's a very simple question, right? Do you think it's acceptable for me to slaughter a dog if I don't have to? Yes or no?
No.
So you think it's wrong. Okay, great. So you agree with me that it's wrong to eat dogs if you don't have to eat them. Now, sit with it. Do you think you have to eat a cow or a pig?
When you ask me that question, because you're using very specific
You have
words.
to eat a dog or a pig right now.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, great. Is it possible
But does that make
is
me
it
wrong because
possible
I
is it
choose not to?
possible that you consume plant-based
Can I
food?
ask you a question? But
No,
does
is
that
it
make me wrong
possible, right? Is
for
it
not wanting
possible
to?
that you could consume plant-based foods and be healthy? Is that possible?
Of course it's possible.
Okay, great. So you're stuck with two options now. Either you're
No, that's not
consuming
how the
pigs.
world works though.
Yes,
I
it
think that's
is.
your
You're
problem. That's
consuming
your
pigs.
problem.
You are consuming
You're trying to
you are consuming
settle
pigs and
down to two
chickens.
options. There's more
You
than
are
two
cons-
options, brother.
there is two options. You're consuming
There's
pigs and
more than
chickens.
two.
You are consuming pigs and chickens when you don't have to.
Paint
That's
me
why I think
chicken.
it's wrong, right? And you just agreed, the logic we just went over, you agree with this. Unless you
No.
can point out a distinction between pigs and dogs. Can you do that?
Pigs and dogs?
Yeah.
In what way? Just one distinction?
Any morally relevant distinction that grants you the right to slaughter a pig or a dog, or a pig or chicken, or cat.
One oinks and one barks.
Yeah, so you think somebody barking means you don't get to kill them? If somebody oinked, then you get to kill them?
All right.
That's ridiculous. You think
Look,
because a
bro.
dog says bark and a pig says oink, you get to slaughter the pig for that?
Nah, I'm playing, bro. I'm playing.
Okay, great. So then
But
give a fucking valid counter or go away. You're wasting our time, right?
you're saying so you're asking me what makes it okay to eat a pig but not a dog, right?
Right, exactly.
It's okay to eat both of them because they both give nutritional value.
Okay. Is it okay to eat a human if they give nutritional value?
Pigs and dogs aren't humans.
Okay, great. So you're saying the distinction is being a human.
No, not necessarily, but that's one of
What's
them.
the distinction that grants you the right to slaughter and kill dogs?
But not humans? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
We're human.
Okay, great. Then it's just human, that the trait is human, right?
Okay, cool. That's one of them.
And by human, you mean the human species, like Homo sapiens?
All right.
Okay. So what if we found out tomorrow that Asian people were not human? Would you
There
go,
is.
would you
But
go ahead and slaughter those people if they're not human and they give us nutritional value?
this is the thing about your
No,
puny
answer the question. Answer the
examples.
question. Answer the question.
Your puny examples start with what
Answer
if,
the
and they
question.
don't act in
Answer the
reality.
question. Would it be okay for you to slaughter Asian people if they gave us nutritional value and were not human?
Are Asian people humans?
In this hypothetical, they're not humans. They're a different species.
Why are we talking about
They're a different
a
species. Answer
mystical,
the question.
magical
Answer the
rainbow
question.
world? Why are
Answer
we
the
talking about
question.
that?
I know you want to run away. I know you're scared, but answer the question.
Your question is invalid because Asians are humans.
This is called a logical hypothetical, a one in which Asian people would not be human. They would be another species.
Okay, of course. You can eat them, yeah. Of course.
Do you think tomorrow, if we found out Asians weren't humans, you would go ahead and slaughter them and put them in gas
Right?
chambers
Why
and
you
turn
pick
their bodies
Asian?
into cheeseburgers?
What's your beef with
Holy
Asians?
fucking shit. See, this is what happens when we, go down these reductios. The guest seems ridiculous. This is why, under his view, he's way absurd. Whereas under me, I'm more consistent. It's not absurd at all. The same reasons I don't want to harm people are the same reasons I don't want to harm the animals. But yeah, that's insane to me.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
How old are you?
Who won, Kendrick or Drake?
Hello,
How are you? How old are you?
21.
Okay. And what do you got?
So first of all, why did you put two different things in the life? God is imaginary, go vegan. What is the indication with this? Why this is
They're just
why
two
this
topics.
goes
They're just
together?
two topics, sir. They're just two different topics. Do you have a
Okay.
topic you want to go over?
Okay, so did you know that a lot of vegan people believe in Jesus? So you are going against them right now with this title, you know.
I don't care. Do you have a counter argument for one of these, or do I get to kick you now?
Uh, okay, can you explain to me why God is imaginary?
There's no evidence for it.
So how did you put that as a fact and say that God is imaginary like it's a fact?
Because
If you
this,
can't prove
because I've
evidence.
talked to 1,000 Christians and Muslims, and none of them have given any evidence for it. Right? That's to me making it more likely that it's not real.
So you can't prove that God is real, neither you can prove that it's not real. So how
What do you
did you
mean by
put
God? What do you
God
mean by God?
is
What do you mean by God? Define God.
high power, let's say? I'm a Christian, but let's say high power, etc.
High
So you
power,
put
like a car. That's high
you
power. Right?
understand. Oh, okay, obviously you understand what I'm saying. Okay, and I'm saying that
I don't know what that means.
it's okay. Let's say about Christian God. Okay, let's say you can't prove that it's fake. You can't prove that it's real. So how did you put on your title God is imaginary like it's a fact? You can
Well,
say
look,
I
look, look.
believe.
When we say something's a fact, what it means is it's most likely to be the case, right? The most likely to be true. But by the way, I'm not even stating it's a fact necessarily. I'm just saying, hey, let's debate this topic. I tend to think that God's not real. So, do you have any actual evidence for God before I kick you, or do you have anything to actually contribute?
Well, we have indications like the Bible.
The Bible. The
Yes, the Bible.
you think the book.
With the same logic, Napoleon, George Washington is fake. If we say the Bible it's fake, it's the same thing. So you can't
So you
say
think so
I
you
am
think
not. I what?
so you think a book from 2,000 years ago is evidence of a God?
Yes, obviously, and it's a fact that it
Okay.
exists still today. 2,000 years later, two hundred
Okay.
thousand years later.
Okay. The problem is that this book that you're using, the Bible, is unfalsifiable. It doesn't count as evidence because it's not falsifiable by any means. It's just a story that anybody could have made up, right? So this is why it's not a good piece of evidence. Also, we know
In
lots of claims in the
okay,
Bible are nonsense, like the flood never happened, talking donkeys never happened, talking snakes.
okay.
These
So
things never happened.
in fact, do you believe that 12 people write something down about a not existing person and they both agreed at the same things and they both die for this and
Yeah, you right now
they
you're just
so
yapping, right? You're just
what
saying
did they earn?
demonstrate,
What did they earn
demonstrate they
by
died
doing
for
this?
Jesus. Demonstrate they died for Jesus. Number one. Number two, demonstrate that this means Jesus exists or Jesus is a god. Because people die for all kinds of things. People die for the Mayan gods, the Hindu gods, the Buddhist gods all the time. There's nothing
Yes,
special
but
about your God.
I asked you something else in the end. I asked you, why does a person, 12 in this case, die
They
for
didn't die.
something that does not exist?
They
Right?
didn't die.
What did they earn?
They didn't die for Jesus. That's that they're not. They were not martyrs. There's no evidence that they were martyrs.
Okay, but why someone want to write down a book and say this is the truth, this is the God, and after dies, what did they earn by this? Why did they want to do this
Look,
if it's not
because
true?
they
Can
were
you explain
crazy,
this to
because
me?
they were gullible. They were gullible, they were delusional back then. We're talking thousands of years ago. People didn't know about science. They didn't know about the things we know today. They really thought they were really convinced that the Bible is doesn't
So you are saying that science don't go with God.
hold on. They were convicted in their beliefs, but it doesn't make them correct. People are easily deluded. They're easily gullible and believe in all kinds of things that are not true. It happens all the time. So this is this is really an argument from ignorance.
Okay, so you can't, as I said before, you can't say God is imaginary and you can't say God is facts.
Then give evidence of God.
You write God is imaginary. You didn't write I believe God is imaginary. So
All
you
right.
made it
All right.
look
Do you
like
have
a
evidence?
fact.
Do you have evidence for God before I kick you?
Do you have evidence about Washington?
We have his fucking corpse. We have his bones, his teeth, his weapons, his home, his documents, his birth certificate, for God's sakes. Hey, how are you? That was weird. Let's get some victims in here. Hi, how are you?
You hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, and what's your counter argument today?
Um, let's see. Um, what facts do you have that evolution is real? Like that you can go off of?
Where do we begin? We have the fossil record. We have lab experiments like Richard Linsky's in the 1990s, where he took a species of E. coli and saw their speciation over thousands of generations in the lab. We also have DNA sequencing. We can sequence the DNAs, look at mutations, look at insertions, deletions, chromosomal fusions in their DNA. Chromosome 2 is a prime example of this. I mean, where do I begin? There's so much evidence.
Okay, so for the first thing you said fossil records. All right. And I'm speaking on a very practical sense. I'm not a paleontologist or whatever, archaeologist, whatever the fuck it's called. But do you think that bones can like decay?
Yeah, they can decay.
So when you say, I know it sounds slow, but you got to slow it down sometimes. When you say fossil records, right? Where is this coming from? Like how is this just available at our fingertips thousands of years later?
We dig them up in the ground. We see the fossilized versions of those bones.
But they decay, right? Like they
Well,
can
that's
fade
the whole
away.
point of fossilization. Do you know what fossilization means?
Yeah, I've
Okay,
heard the
that's what preserves the bone's integrity, right? That's
I've,
what preserves a bit of
I've
its
heard the
integrity. It
explanation.
allows us to dig them up millions of years later and see them.
Yeah, I've heard that, and I just don't believe it. Like I
Okay,
can't.
well, I don't believe you exist, right? Anybody can say I don't believe it. The problem is the evidence is there for you to see and observe and test, right? That's your job to test them.
How do I know this evidence hasn't been tampered with and isn't authentic?
What do you mean tempered with?
Tampered with,
You
like it's
can
not
take a look
authentic,
at you can take a look at the fossils, right? We can see the structures of the bones inside the rocks.
and that would be proof of evolution.
Yes. Well, not proof of evolution, but proof that we have common descent. Yes, we can look at the analogous structures, the homologous structures in the fossils.
And I can even take that. I can take common descent. That's not far to say, but to prove it, to have it as a thing for proof of evolution is kind of
Okay,
outlandish to me.
do you know what like homologous structures mean?
I'm gonna just say I don't.
Okay, that's the problem, right? You don't know what homologous structures mean. It means we're taking a look at similar structures in Pacific bones. We can take a look at bat wings. We can take a look at bird wings. We can take a look at human hands, and we can see very similar structures. This points to common descent. Okay. We also have vestigial structures. Do you know what a vestigial structure is?
No. Enlighten me.
Right. We can tell, right? The vestigial structures are the remnants of previous evolutionary histories. This is another piece of evidence. Like, for example, whales have pelvis and hip bones. How the hell would whales have hip bones if they didn't evolve from a common ancestor that were mammalian and lived on land? That is precisely the evidence of evolution, and not just fossils. Even if all the fossils got destroyed tomorrow, we would still have evidence of evolution in our DNA. We can see the different types of genes and mutations that occur in our DNA. Why? We can sequence them. We can see the scars that are left in our DNA from them changing. We can see like chromosome fusions occur, right? We can see certain chromosomes fuse together. We can see them have, these genetic sequences get passed down over generations. That's the evidence. We also have the lab experiments like Richard Linsky did. We can see
Okay,
in the lab.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just go on the vegan topic if that's okay, because I'm not gonna let you waste your breath. I wouldn't believe any of those things. I really don't. I'm not saying they're not real. They are real, but
Okay, but that's not an argument. Okay, so just stop saying I don't believe it, because that's just nonsense. All right. So yeah, what's your argument against veganism?
okay. Animals are nutritious. Like, there's a reason why we eat animals.
Are you the same guy from last time?
It's my first time up here.
Okay. Yes, I agree with you. Animals are nutritious. So is my left nutsack, right? So should you go ahead and eat people's nutsacks?
I don't know why somebody would want to eat your nutsack.
Well, it has nutritional value. All your B vitamins.
I mean, I actually have eaten a cow's nutsack.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
I'm well
Should we do this
diverse.
for humans? Should we do this for humans? Human testicles.
Of course not.
Oh, why not? Why is it wrong to eat a human testicle but okay to eat a cow testicle?
Because a cow is an animal and a human is yourself.
Humans are animals too.
But a human is also yourself. You yourself. You are a human.
I
Why
know
would
that.
you want to? Why
What's
would you
the
want to eat
morally
your
relevant?
own?
Look, what's the morally relevant difference between humans and those other non-human animals that justifies slaughtering those animals, but not us?
So you put animals and humans on the same pedestal.
No. All I'm asking you is, where is the
Wait, what do
difference
you mean
that
no? What do
justifies
you mean?
harming them?
What do you mean no?
I don't think humans and animals are the same in terms of every value. What I'm saying is that there's no sufficient reason to harm
You
them
just
if we
said it.
don't have to. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
the
That's why I'm vegan.
that's the outlier though. You just said it.
What?
You just said it yourself. You don't hold humans to animals.
That doesn't mean we get to harm them. I think I'm more valuable than you, but that doesn't grant me the right to kill you, right? It's not about value. It's not about the degree of value. It's about, is it sufficient enough to not want to harm them?
I think it's about, is there a reason why you're doing this, and is this reason acceptable?
Right. And to me, it seems like you have no good reason to harm an animal who is sentient just like we are. And I don't see any difference between us and the other animals that is good enough to justify killing them.
And I would say nutritional value is that reason.
But you can get the same nutritional value from plant-based foods and not harm any animal.
Okay, but does that make me wrong because I'm eating an
Yeah,
animal?
because you're causing unnecessary harm and slaughter.
Unnecessary harm and slaughter.
Yeah.
But it's necessary.
Oh, so you think it's necessary?
some.
So you think it's necessary for you to eat a cow?
I feel like as a human, I need nutritional value, and
I know that, but you
yeah,
can get nutritional value from plant-based foods. You don't have to consume cow testicles.
but you can also get them from cow testicles, though.
Congratulations, but you don't have to take the cow's life away from it, right? That's the problem. The thing you seem to be missing here is that you're taking the life away from a sentient being,
And that's
right?
another thing with vegans. Like, I don't understand how you
No,
guys can
no,
put.
no, no. Stop pivoting. Do you
I'm not
understand what I'm
pivoting.
telling you? Do you understand what I'm telling you? That you're taking the life and sentience away from an animal who didn't have to be harmed. Do you agree?
No, for the
Well,
third
then
time,
show
though.
me a reason as to why you have to eat the animal. Why? Why do you have to kill a cow?
Well, first off, you don't have to, but if you
Okay,
make the
then
choice
then
to,
you agree with me that
if
you're
you make the
causing
decision
unnecessary
to,
harm.
if you make the decision to, there's nothing wrong with that, is what I'm telling you.
Why? If I went up to a dog on the street and just took a knife and just slit its neck open, would that be okay to you or bad to you?
Are you gonna eat it, or are you gonna throw it away?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
If
Would
you're
that be
eating it
okay?
for a reason, which the reason would be nutritional value to survive as a
No, it's
human.
not survival. It's just because I like the way they taste.
What do you mean? It's just you just like the
I
way they
just like the
taste?
way dog taste. Does that give me the right to go up to a dog and slit its neck open with a knife and eat it?
I mean, just because you like how it tastes doesn't mean you're not getting nutritional value from the dog. We all
I don't know. I
understand
don't know why.
eating
Look, you're not
is a
tracking.
necessity.
You're not tracking here, sir.
I am.
If I go up to a dog, I don't have to eat it, but I just like the way it tastes. If I go up to this dog and I slit its neck open and I consume it, would that be okay to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think it's okay to go up to random dogs and slit their necks open?
If that's your method of unaliving them, yeah.
Okay, okay. Is it okay for me? Is it okay for me to go up to random people and slit their necks open for food?
Of course not.
Okay, great. So what's the morally relevant difference, right? It seems to me like there's a reason why you get to kill a dog but not a person. So I'm asking you
Yeah,
for
and the
I'm
fact that you
asking you
don't
what's the
understand
difference?
that is strange.
I'm just it's a very simple question. Like, what's the difference, right? Like, what's the difference there between these two beings? Do you have that difference that you
Do
can
you
justify?
do you do you see that it's strange to question that, or do you don't see
No, I
that?
think this is a very relevant topic because you're harming so many poor animals that don't have to be harmed. Within this discussion we've had, thousands of animals have been killed for food, for no good reason. Yeah, you say it's for food, but we don't have to eat animals for food. We can consume plants for food. Do you see the problem here? We're causing so much unnecessary harm.
I think that's the thing with you. Like when you say unnecessary harm, you really feel that it is like what, like taken away from the collective, or like what is the problem? What is that unnecessary harm you feel?
Look, I don't think it's okay to harm a person for the same reasons I think it's wrong to harm an animal. We're both
So you
sentient.
put humans and animals on the same pedestal then?
No, I'm not saying we're the same in every way. What I'm saying is when it comes to sentience, when it comes to experiencing life, right? Consciousness, awareness, which animals have, I don't want to take that away from somebody. That's why I want to let them be and not harm them. Those are the only ways in which we and other non-human animals are similar or the same, right? All the other things, we're different. Of course we're different. I'm not a dog. I don't bark like a dog, right? Maybe your mom did last night, but we're not that's besides the point. I'm asking you for what's the reason that justifies harming them when you don't have to.
I just think it's very telling, and you may need to get some help for comparing humans to animals so much.
We are animals, sir.
But animals aren't humans. That's the thing you're not
But
understanding.
do you agree that humans are animals? Do you agree?
Animals, yeah, I do agree with that. But animals,
So why is it bad to compare us to
but
animals when we
animals
are
are
animals?
not humans. Are animals humans?
Humans are animals, not all
Are
animals.
animals are animals humans? Are
What's your
animals
point? What's your
humans?
point? We're still animals. What's your point?
Are you gonna answer the question? Are animals humans? I understand humans are animals,
No, no,
but are
that this
animals
question doesn't even
humans?
make sense. Are animals humans? That doesn't make any sense.
Are they?
Animals is not a specific species, right? An animal is a group of being, right? It's a group of existing.
So why can't you just answer the question?
Because it's a category error. It doesn't even make sense.
So it's because it's a category a category error, you can't answer the question.
It's an invalid question. Like, what
That's
what
hilarious.
color is the sky? 2 or 3? It doesn't make sense, right? But more importantly, look, we are comparing us to other non-human animals. Why? We're sentient. We're both experiencing life. That's it.
Are plants, and I know you're probably not gonna take this seriously, but are plants intelligent
No,
organisms?
no, they're not sentient or intelligent. They're just plants.
Plants are intelligent? It is a crazy question. It is a crazy take.
Okay, great. Where's a plant brain? Where's the plant nervous system? Where is it?
It doesn't need a brain or nervous system to have intelligence.
Okay, great. So do you think a bacteria is intelligent?
No, but I feel like your bacteria
Okay,
plays a
great.
part in a
So
system
where is the
that is
intelligence
intelligent.
in the plant? Where
I
exactly is
think
the intelligence in the plant?
I think your bacteria plays a part into a system that is intelligent.
Okay, that's not what I asked you. Where in the plant is the intelligence?
I don't know. Maybe the growing process, maybe the reactions, maybe the
Oh my gosh, what are you
what can I
talking
say?
about? The growing process? What does that mean?
The process of a plant growing. What do you mean? What does that
That's going to
mean?
give rise to intelligence?
Yeah.
Can you give an example of like a growing, like, so you're saying like a weed that grows up from the ground, that's intelligence?
You think about that process. You're trying to undermine it, but you don't think that takes some type
I
of
don't see any
intelligence.
causal reason as to why growing has to do with intelligence at all. You have no evidence to back your ass up. You have nothing but just
Back
maybe,
your ass up.
maybe they're intelligent. That's all you're doing today.
Do you think of a Venus flytrap as intelligent?
No plant is intelligent.
That's crazy. Do a
Okay, then
poll.
demonstrate that plants are intelligent. I'll give you one last chance before I
Do a
kick
poll.
you.
Okay, I'll ask you to do a poll then. Are Venus flytraps intelligent?
Polls aren't evidence. I can make a poll of anything.
That's common consensus. How is that not evidence?
Notice the word common, right? Not a scientific consensus.
Oh my goodness, that's
Many
crazy.
people think Adam and Eve existed still, right? Many people think that that evolution doesn't happen, like you, right? It doesn't make you correct.
You should probably start to think animals are different than humans.
All right, yeah, we're done with that garbage. You should think that plants are intelligent. Why? Because they grow. Anyway. Sorry guys, I'm being a bit rude today. I'm sorry. I gotta cut it down.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing all right. So I have a question. Um, do you think like atheists are more intelligent or smarter than like a theist?
I don't know, but do you have like a counter here for these arguments, or can I kick you?
Well, you seem to be quoting science like scientists are somehow smarter with um a deity when Robert Boyle, the father of modern chemistry, was a theist. Sir Isaac Newton, a theist. That's in physics. Kelvin, a theist.
Okay, I
Biology, we
agree
see
with you
Ray
that
Pasteur.
I agree that there are smart theists, but it doesn't mean that God exists.
Right, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't. And if you look at evolution, evolution is not fact actually, technically it's theory.
Okay, what do you think evolution means?
No, I'm just telling you, if you Google, I
No, no,
mean,
no,
you
no.
can just use
No.
Google.
What do you think?
In Google,
No. What do you think evolution means?
my point is, you don't,
No, no. Oh,
atheists are not
you
more
don't know what it means.
intelligent.
So you don't know what it means, sir. You
So
don't know what
atheists
evolution
are
means.
not more intelligent.
Do
You're
you know
acting
what
like atheists are
evolution
more
means?
intelligent.
Sir, I'm gonna give
They're
you one
not
more
more
chance.
intelligent.
I'm gonna give you one more
They're not
chance
more
to define
intelligent.
evolution. Thank you. Have a good day. Look, Guys, I know it's easy to come up here because you guys don't like me. I understand that. You guys don't like me. I'm the bad atheist. But when we dive into your understanding of science, it's poor. It's shit poor, right? When we ask you the hard questions, you run away. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to, push people's buttons a bit, make them think. Um, I think that's good sometimes. Hmm. Hello?
How you going?
Hi.
Sorry, you look bored instantly there. So is God is imaginary? Go vegan. Uh, do you realize that none of this matters? And in the end, we're all going to die.
No,
Just
it
have
does
fun,
matter. Look,
bro.
I agree that
Just
we're all
have
going to die.
fun.
Look, I agree we're all going to die. But the problem is that while we're alive, religion makes people's lives living hells, right? I know lots of people have been kicked out of their homes for being atheist, kicked out of their homes for being gay or bi, right? There's been a lot of bad things because of religion. And I'm here to maybe, stop that or, prevent that. I also care about animals enough to not want to harm them. So I think I care about the animals' lives. See, I actually do care about life, and that's why I want to protect it.
Mhm.
So do you have an argument against me?
Well, just that I think you're wasting your life.
It's not a waste of time when these debates and conversations can change things for the better, right?
What's the point in the end, though?
We live in a better world. Do you want to live in a worse
Better,
world or
better
a
for who?
better world? Do you want to live in a world where more freedoms exist, more at a better quality of life, or do you want to live in a world where there's shit quality of life?
I have a decent quality of life.
Yeah, because of people like me in the past who have debated about these things and conversed about these things. That's what drives prosperity and peace and happiness. Conversations, talking, debates. That's what makes the world better.
So because you debated in the past, or people like you debated the non-existence of God, I'm having a better life for that.
Yes,
Really?
because those discussions gave rise to all kinds of new ideas and that sparked inventions and have changed the world for the better.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Talking about things makes progress happen. Right? When we debate in the election cycles, when we debate about things, it changes the world. That's what makes things do happen. Talking.
But do you realize from the beginning of time there has been death, destruction, uh, on massive scales?
Okay, I agree. I agree. We're never going to be perfect, but we can make a change for the better, and that's why I'm here. What you're doing is not changing anything for the better. You're just saying, "Why not have fun?" I am having fun. By the way, this is fun for me too. I can have fun and do good things at the same time.
Sometimes you don't look like you're having fun. You look miserable.
Well, yeah, because people like you are coming up to my
Well,
live
I'm
and
making you
spitting
miserable.
nonsense,
I'm
right?
making you
You're just
miserable because,
you're wasting our time. You're the one wasting the
well,
time.
I'm saying have
Okay.
fun, and that's making you miserable. So
Okay, then bye. Have a good day. Look, at some point, all that chitter chatter is nonsense. Let's get to the good stuff.
Hey,
Hi, how are you?
good. How are you doing?
Good. How old are you?
18,
What year were you born?
2005.
Okay.
So, I'd like to talk about the vegan subject, if that's all right.
Okay.
Um, so, well, I don't have any issue with you being vegan, but like, I just think it's okay to not be vegan.
Okay, great. So why do you support starving and harming animals?
Because it's just less complicated. Because I feel like it'd be a lot of effort to like manage my diet and have a balanced diet, all whilst being vegan.
Yeah, it's not. Being vegan is a very easy thing to do. You just not eat animal products, right? It's a very simple thing to do. It took me one day to become a vegan, literally one night. It's not that hard at all. So, would you agree that if you learned how to become vegan and you found out it was easy, then you'd be vegan?
I'd definitely give a crack at it. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Try.
Go learn then. Go learn about it. Go learn about the animals. Go learn about agriculture. It's very easy to change. It's very, very lots of stuff out there to learn.
Okay. Well, I will. I'll
Great.
look.
Great. Have a good day.
You-
Good day. Hello?
How old are you?
14.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
I'm 22. You good? Yeah.
Okay.
I heard you equivocating the killing of a dog to the killing of a human. Do you still stand by that? Or was that just for that argument?
I'm not equivocating those two things. What I'm saying is
I definitely heard you equivocate it.
I don't see a reason to do either. I don't see any sufficient reason to do either. That's
Do
all.
you see them as equal?
In what way?
In any way at all? In the taking of a life? That's what you were
I
equivocating.
think taking sentient life away is the same in every case. You're taking sentient life away. Now, there are different degrees of sentience. I agree, but taking sentience away, I think, in every case is equally bad.
Okay, then so a farmer that deals in meat, right? You would see them as more of a morally evil person than a Nazi that's killed one person because they deal in meat, so they take
No,
multiple lives.
look,
So if you're
again,
equivocating life taking, then that should add up. They're taking
no.
multiple lives. He's taking one life.
This is
So how is that not making sense?
no. The problem is you're not recognizing I would explain this to you. You didn't listen to me. But there are degrees of sentience, right? So we can say, for example, if a person kills 1,000 dogs, I think you can say it's close to a person, right? Or 100 dogs, it might be close to a person's sentience. There's no exact measurement of this, but the point is, yes, I would say that killing enough number of animals, 90 billion animals, is a lot worse than killing a person. So now, do you have an argument against veganism?
I mean, there are multiple ways to go against it in an argument, but I think it's harder to get an argument for veganism that has a real ethical standing.
Look, what justifies slaughtering innocent animals to you?
Repeat that one time.
What justifies slaughtering innocent animals to you?
What justifies it? I think it doesn't really need justification. That's just the nature of humanity at this point. I
Okay,
think we've been built
so
to.
do you think raping somebody needs justification?
I don't think that's within our nature.
It is. It is within our nature to rape. That's what humans have done for millennia before, right? We've also been cannibals. Is that okay
Well,
to be a cannibal because we did it in the past?
I think you can't really equivocate those things just because
No,
there
that's not
wasn't
what
an
I'm.
ability to
Look,
there wasn't an ability to
you're
consent
not
due
answering.
to
You're
lack
not
of
answering, sir.
intelligence.
You're not answering. I'm not equivocating those two things. What I'm saying is, you think that you don't need a justification for harming animals. I'm asking you, do you need a justification for things that we did in the past because it was in our nature? You're saying things that we do within our nature don't require justification.
I'm not saying that you don't need justification for it
Yes, you
because
did.
I
You
don't
did.
think I think hunting just for sport is immoral. I would say hunting for sport,
Okay,
hunting for
great. So then,
food.
why do you think killing an animal for sport is okay? Killing a
Not
cow for
not
sport.
not for sport. I said like not killing for sport is immoral. That's what I said. That's what
Well,
I would say.
you're killing cows and pigs and chickens for no reason except for
Nutrition, yeah,
yes.
nutrition, taste.
You don't have to get nutrition from animals though.
Yeah, but the current ability of humanity prefers it. I'm not sure
Okay,
if I can
great. So
explain it.
what you're saying is my taste buds prefer to eat this being that grants me the right to do it. So what if a person tasted good? Would that justify eating a person to you?
I mean, that's a different argument right there.
Why can't you answer the question? It's a very
Of
simple
course,
question.
of course not.
Okay, great. So then just because you think somebody tastes good doesn't give you the right to eat them or kill them. Do you agree?
I agree. Well,
So then
can I
what
sideline
justifies
then?
so then there's a contradiction in your view. Because you just said 2 seconds ago that you like the way they taste and that gives you the right to eat them. So what is the difference? If you can't
Okay,
point out the difference, you're being contradictory.
can I sideline the argument and then circle back? Do you mind? Okay, wait. So I'm just gonna straighten something out, right? So you think killing animals is bad? Killing animals in any genre is bad unless it's self-defense, I'm guessing, correct?
No, there's other reasons, but generally, yeah, it's wrong to do it. That's not needless for no reason.
Okay, then. So A equals A. This is bad, so you shouldn't do it, right? Do you think child labor is bad?
Yeah.
Child labor is bad. Do you know 80% of the fashion and clothing industry involves child labor, and yet you still wear clothing? So if child labor is bad and you buy and wear clothing, then what is the difference between you saying that eating meat is bad and yet we shouldn't do these?
Do you think I could stop wearing clothing tomorrow?
I mean, you can stop
No,
wearing
no, no, no.
particular types of clothing.
Do you think I
You
could
can
just
find out
no,
which
no,
clothing is
no?
ethically.
Do you
Have
no,
you
no,
taken up?
no, no? Shh. Do you think I can stop wearing clothing tomorrow?
You can stop wearing unethically sourced clothing. Yes,
Okay, great.
100%.
Yeah. What if I said I do?
You do.
Yeah.
So you know all of the sources of all your clothing
Yeah,
items
they
that
don't
you
use
own.
child
You don't
labor.
wear.
Yes, they
You don't
don't
own
use
any
child
Nike.
labor. Yes, they don't use child labor. Now, can you go back and offer this dumb argument from futility and now answer my question? What justifies slaughtering animals when we know you don't have to?
I don't think it needs proper justification. I think you'd have to
Okay, so math,
solidify it as an
math,
immoral action for
math.
me to say it has to be justified.
So, okay, great. So if I raped a dog, would that require justification from me?
I think consent's a totally different aspect
Can
because
you answer,
that will count into
can
torture.
you
That will
answer
count into
a
torture. I don't
single
think torturing
question?
anything.
Can you answer a single question here today? You just said slaughtering a dog does not require justification. Does raping a dog require justification? If I thought it was okay to rape a dog, would that require justification from you? Yes or no? Can you answer the question? Yes or no?
Look, obviously, I would say no. But those are wait.
No, I don't need to justify raping somebody. That's
Oh wait.
insanity, sir.
No.
You have,
I don't think you. I don't think you can justify it.
you think
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't
do
think
you
you can.
think
There's no
raping somebody?
justification for that.
Okay,
No. There's no justification that you can. That is something you should not do. There's no justification for it.
yeah, that's the whole point, sir. The whole point is that it would require some justification for it to be correct, and the fact that there's none is not needed. The point is, it would invoke some justification, right? If you're going to do that. Now, when it comes to eating an animal, you think there's no justification needed. So, what's the difference between these two actions of sexually assaulting an animal and eating one, taking their life away? Why do you get to do one but not the other?
Well, one has aspects of torture, and I think torture in all standards would be immoral. You would have to prove to me that taking the life would be overall immoral to society.
What do you mean to society? Look,
to society in general.
Slavery wasn't bad to society. Slavery was good for society. Does that make slavery good?
That's only if you don't count the black people as society.
No, society meaning the collective, right? It was good for the collective, but bad for the individual people that were slaves. Do you agree that slavery is bad?
Well, obviously, I would agree that it's bad.
Okay, great,
Definitely.
but it had benefits to the society. It helped the economy.
To the society. So when you're saying that the black people weren't a part of that society, so they were a
That's
separate
not
society.
relevant.
So
It
that
helped
means
the
if it no no
collective, the
no, it
society
is
as a
relevant.
whole got better because of slavery, because it helped the
It's a very
economy.
relevant. It's a very relevant because it was beneficial to a certain society, but it wasn't
There
beneficial
you
to a
go.
specific
There you
other
go. There
society.
you go. There you go. So then you just conceded your point. It's not just because something helps society as a whole doesn't make it good. Do you agree?
It didn't help as a whole. It helped one part of society. So that's
No,
completely
it
different.
helped as a whole, right? It helped everything as a whole, collectively. It
I
helped the
think
economy as a
to say
whole.
collectively slavery helped black people is incredibly like that's a crazy statement. I can't lie.
I didn't say that though, right? What I'm saying is it
But you
helped the
said
economy.
collectively
It
as
helped
society.
society economically, right? So do you agree that eating an animal, just because it might help society in some regard, it doesn't make it okay?
I think it is easier due to the current climate of the world, like due
What do
to
you
the
mean?
current.
What do you mean it's easier? What does it even mean it's easier? It's not easier to consume animal products. Animal products is so taxic to the economy, taxic to the earth, toxic to our bodies. It is so taxic to everything. It is worse for the society as a whole in all regards. It's animal torture.
But we have things in place to sustain this
That
where we
doesn't
don't
make
have.
it good. The same could be said for slavery.
It just makes it easier at this time. But
That doesn't make
I
it
won't lie,
good.
we
That
are
doesn't make
working
it good. That
towards.
doesn't make it good. That doesn't make it good.
It doesn't make it immoral either.
Well, that's why you need to justify it, which you have failed to do so every time. Justify killing animals when it doesn't help anybody except for your taste buds.
If it doesn't help anyone, then it would just be an amoral action. It wouldn't be an
No, you're
immoral
not
action. So I don't
listening.
need to make it
You didn't
moral.
listen. You didn't listen. Why does this have to be so hard? Like, what justifies slaughtering animals if it's not necessary? Right? Can you just do that?
If it's not necessary, so the necessity would be of nutrition. So there's not always going to be.
You don't
Uh,
have to get nutrition from Why does everybody keep saying nutrition? You don't have to get nutrition from animals. They don't even have much nutrition.
that's dependent on your
Need
situation.
protein. You don't need that protein in your body. You can get it from plants. You can get plant-based proteins, plant-based foods. Have plenty of nutrients you need.
Yeah, but you're asking for specific situations. There are situations in which it would be necessary.
Okay. Do you have to consume a cow right now?
No, I don't eat cow.
Okay, great. Then okay, what animals do you eat, sir?
Chicken.
Okay. Do you have to consume chicken?
No.
Okay, great. Then why do you do it when you know it causes excess harm?
I mean, it can only be said excess harm if they're killed in a specific way.
What do you mean they're killing this? You're still killing them. You're still taking their lives away. Isn't that harming them by taking their damn lives away?
But there's a way to kill without causing harm.
I agree, but that doesn't make it good to kill somebody if just because you didn't cause them harm. I can shoot people in the head, not cause them any direct harm, but they'd still be dead. It doesn't make it good, right?
Yeah, but we have laws in place to avoid those kind of situations. We don't
We're
have
not
laws in
talking
place
about
for animals.
legality. We're not talking about legality. We're talking about morality. We're talking about ethics, right? So, ethically speaking, what justifies slaughtering animals when you don't have to?
Well, you already said it's not equal to
Can
slaughtering
you
a
answer the
human.
question? Holy fucking shit. Answer the fucking question.
Yeah, I am.
What justifies killing animals if you don't have to?
If you don't have to, if you don't have to do if you don't have to do something, you cannot justify it.
Oh my gosh. You don't have to consume chicken, but you do it. Why? What justifies that?
Just the normality, the legality of it, like these type of things justify it. But you can't say,
Legality? Okay, so now you're saying because it's legal, it's okay ethically? Is that what you're saying?
I think ethically it is okay, yeah,
No.
but not just because it's legal.
Why is it ethically okay? Why? What's your justification?
Your question is like full of
Oh my
entrapment
gosh, bro, come on.
because you're saying when
Why
it's
is this
not
so
necessary.
hard?
You're asking me the
What
question when
justifies
it's not
killing
necessary.
animals? What
How is it
justifies killing
justified?
animals? Shh. What justifies killing animals when you don't have to? It's a very simple question. There's got to be some reason, sir. You don't have to do it. You just conceded you don't have to. So why do you do it when you know it causes them death and suffering? Why do you do it?
You can't justify something when it's not necessary. That doesn't make
Oh
sense.
my! Oh, I just can't. I just can't do this shit anymore. I just can't do this shit anymore. Why do people's brains explode when we talk about veganism? Why does this happen? Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. What do you got for us?
So, two things I would like to talk about are the God is imaginary and veganism. So, God imaginary. Do you have a way to prove that he's imaginary?
No, I don't say I can prove it. What I'm saying is that there's no evidence of God. Do you have any?
Look around you. Precisely. I have a hypothetical for you as far as veganism. Whenever you're ready, Mike. You're a smart pup. I know
I didn't
you.
see
I know
God
you can
yet,
do
sir. I
this.
looked around and I didn't see God.
Look, you're a smart pup, Mike. I know you can follow me here. Let's go to the veganism thing. The God is a little too complicated for you right now. So let's go to veganism, please. Now, I would like to provide you a hypothetical scenario. For people who are neurodivergent and have sensory issues with food, who have certain meals that are only able to be consumed, otherwise total chaos ensues.
Okay,
What
what
do
do you
you
think?
do?
Okay, what do you think veganism means? Right, this is your argument is not even an argument against veganism. Do you know what veganism means?
No, it all ties together.
No, it doesn't. Do you know what veganism means?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Can you answer the question? Do you know what veganism means?
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Okay, have a good day, buddy. All right, guys. We don't have enough people in here to get more debaters.
Bro, that nigga funny as hell. What's up, bro?
Not doing that shit. Yeah, so we don't have enough people in here, guys. We gotta tap the screen to get more people in here. You guys are so rude in the comments. Mike was scared. Scared of what? Some anonymous sounding guy? Look around. He's everywhere. Look around. God is up your ass. Look up your ass. God's up there. Okay. We're gonna play a game. Okay, anyway, come up if you guys want to debate. Sorry, we're not having a very good live today.
Hello.
Hi.
We're gonna talk about the vegan one. So, like, I like to start off as that. I mean, us humans, we evolved as omnivores to eat both plants and animals, correct?
What?
Us humans, we have evolved as omnivores to eat both vegan food and meat. Am I
Right,
correct?
but we don't have to anymore, right? We don't have to consume meat.
I mean, taking meat out of the human diet, I mean, it kind of prevents you from eating nutrition, like get the nutritions from meat, such as omega-3, iron, fatty acids that like you cannot get enough from vegan food. I mean,
Oh, sure we can. Yeah, we can get omegas from beans, legumes, nuts, seeds, even vegetables and fruits have omega-3s. Irons,
what about fatty acids?
What?
What about fatty acids?
Beans, all kinds of like avocados, fruits, nuts, and seeds all have fats.
Okay. All right. I gotta talk about one more thing. Is that I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't veganism doesn't it raise concerns about like the environmental impact? Like, hold up, like such as like deforestation, I mean soil degradation, I mean, and water like pollution, like from like the pesticides and the fertilizer runoff, right?
No,
I mean,
not right, because we'd actually use less land. We'd actually use less crops, use less trees. Vegan diets are actually better for the environment, and studies upon studies show this.
no, you need room to create these foods and taking out trees. I mean,
Yeah, so
come to North Dakota. I mean, like there is no trees here. I mean, it's completely farmland because all the trees are gone.
yeah,
I mean,
what
that's
percent of
deforestation,
yeah,
correct?
what
That's
yeah, what
deforestation.
yeah. What percent of crops in the world do you think are grown for humans?
I don't know. Tell me.
About 25%. 75% of crops are actually grown for meat, for pigs and cows and chickens. It's for feed, right? So
Yeah.
we're actually growing most of our crops for animals. If we stopped eating the damn animals, we'd have way more food for us. Do you see?
Not really. I mean, you're talking about farm animals. I mean, what about the other animals? Okay, I'm not gonna like get off the subject yet. That's for later. But you say we create these foods for us and not giving these to these animals, that will like the population of these animals will be overrun and us humans and other animals control it. I mean,
It's
that's
already overrun, sir. Do you understand that we slaughter and bring into existence 90 billion animals a year? Do you understand that?
they
It's
ain't wild
you're the
animals.
one causing like you guys are so concerned about overpopulation, but you're the ones fucking causing it. You're the ones causing the deforestation. You're the ones causing the overpopulation, not the vegans. Are you fucking
We're
kidding
calling it
me?
causing deforestation. You guys need plants and to eat and to
Oh my
create those
god,
crops.
we
What about the
just
pesticides?
Ray,
You haven't you
Ray,
haven't
if you opened up your fucking ears, you would listen and hear what I just told you.
well,
Most
babe, you haven't answered the question about the fertilizers and the
I
like the runoff.
Ray,
You
Ray,
haven't.
I just explained this to you. Most crops are grown for animals, not for
Oh my
humans.
god, you haven't answered my question. My bro, answer my question. What about the fertilizers and the pesticides runoff that
They're
hurts the environment?
most pesticide runoff is because of animal farming.
No, it's because of
Yes, it
cropping. It's
is.
because of cropping. I mean, you
And
need to
what percent
spray.
of crops are grown for humans? 25%.
You still haven't asked. I mean, I live in a farm state. You need to spray
We're not
the
talking about your farm in North fucking Dakota in the middle of nowhere. We're
in
talking
the
about
middle
the
of nowhere. It
food. We're
gives you
talking about the
vegans your
earth,
guys'
sir, not your
food.
fucking family farm.
My family farm, my bro. We give you guys your vegan food. Be happy, my nigga. Like, be for real. And
Congratulations, but you're killing and slaughtering animals that don't have to be slaughtered. So no, you're not doing great, right? Look, what justifies slaughtering animals by the billions? Well, we don't have to.
survival.
We don't have to survive on them, though.
I mean, yeah, you do. I mean, if you're gonna
Oh, okay.
debate, if you're gonna argue about humans eating food,
Okay, why do we have
why
to
not
survive? Why do we have to survive by eating? Why do we have to survive on animal foods? Why?
because, like I said, you get more nutrition. Less, you need more. Okay, the nutrition you can get from about a pound of meat, you will get like you need so much vegan food. I mean, it takes less meat to give you the
Yeah. Do you have a
nutrition you want.
source? Do you have a source that demonstrates that we have to eat more food as a vegan? And that's nonsense. I eat just as many calories as everybody else, 2,000, 3,000 calories a day.
I
I
agree
get
with
all the
you.
nutrients I need. I don't eat so much damn food. And by the way, meat is actually not very nutritious and it's actually bad for you. Meat
How?
raises risk of CBD.
Elaborate on that. It's not.
It is. It raises risk of diabetes, arthritis, heart disease, cancers. The World Health Organization deems red meat as a group 2A carcinogen, which is likely to lead to cancer. So, I mean, the evidence is overwhelmingly against you, right?
Well, you are always debating about humans eating food, this, that, but like, what about the other animals that kill other animals? I mean, I heard you on this live saying, what if I went and go kill the dog? Is that justifiable? I mean, you have free will if you want to do that. And like, don't bring this ethical shit into this because there's nothing ethical about free will. It's free will.
Oh, so you think there's nothing wrong with me going out and killing somebody because I have free will to do that?
That's your choice. You have free will. If you want to kill someone, then there's consequences.
Okay, so you think there's nothing wrong with raping because I have free will to do it?
That's you. If you want to go rape someone or rape a dog, bro, that's up to you, my bro. I mean, that's pretty like
Wow. That's embarrassing. Go ahead and do it, Mac. We have free will. Come up on my farm in North Dakota. See, this is what happens when we debate these non-vegans. Look, guys, the reason why there's so much resistance against vegans is because people don't like hearing bad things about what they're doing. People don't like being wrong. We don't like being, told that we're doing something wrong, right? And that's why there's so much resistance against vegans, because we're in your face saying, hey, stop eating the damn animals. And I understand you guys don't want to hear it, but if we don't talk about it, who the hell's going to say it, right? The animals don't speak for themselves. The animals don't speak English. Who's going to speak for the animals if we don't do it, right? So that's all. It's very simple.